And welcome back to the Cardinals franchise, where we are in week 5. We'll be taking on the Baltimore Ravens today. Both of us are 3-1. We're coming off of an awful loss to division rival Rams, who are just 2-2 on the year. We dropped that game 38-28. The Rams really destroyed us. Granted, it wasn't as bad as the Cowboys destroying the Vikings, but that was a bad game. But in this game, going to look to try to make a comeback. Obviously, the Ravens, you have Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews. I'm sure they still have Dobbins as well. A lot of the guys that we got to corral on offense, or on their offense, corral on our defense, and try to make something of it. They have the third best rushing yards per game for offense. Surprisingly, passing yards is actually dead last. So a little bit concerning there for them, but they have a middle-level defense, so we'll see who ends up on top in a battle of the birds. Let's get this game underway. Kicking away, Jake Bailey. The Ravens will be starting the game with the ball on offense because, we're definitely not forcing a turnover because that's going to be a touchback for sure. And last week, we saw this defense really struggle in a way that we haven't really seen them struggle before. So I'd like to see them find a way to make a statement once again and try to right some wrongs from last week. Duvernay on the first play gets a gain of 8. And we had moved some of our defensive linemen around last game. This will be their second game in their new home. Lamar Jackson already scrambling, takes the big hit from Collins, but a first down up to the 42, gain of 9. But we had moved around the D-line. J.P. Richardson now playing some rush DT with Wharton on the outside, and we really didn't see any improvement in terms of pass rush last week, so we'll see if that stands. A great grab across the middle. Number 7, Rashad Bateman. And I wouldn't say this is a Ravens team that really has a great receiving core. They just have various different targets in various different areas, and there's a good tackle from Simmons in open field, able to corral Jackson before he got going. Still will be a gain of 3 to bring up 2nd and 7. But we'll mess around with the D-line a little bit more, see how well they play at this spot for a couple more games, and if we don't see improvement, we might go back to what we were doing. Collins will finally get out there to Dobbins, be a gain of 4. And on 3rd and 3, bring down the press coverage, protect the inside. Let's send that double A-gap blitz. Try to get Gardick clean off the edge. No, but instead Wharton does, but was extremely slow. And Duvernay takes this one to the house. Wow. That might be a bit of a rivalry there. Ravens, Baltimore, score first. Well, last game turned into our offense really just trying to chase the entire game. Would hate to see that happen again this week, so let's try to start off hot on offense. A gain of 10 from Hubbard. Surely do. Of course, this Ravens team still has several good players out there. I want to make an audible here. Going to end up creating our own play, as I want to have McBride go deep. If it would actually let me set this up correctly. There we go. Finally, we did it. McBride deep with a one-on-one. Or only one deep safety. Toss this one up. McBride, can we hit you on the run? No. Great play made by Williams. That ball needed to be about a yard or 2 further downfield. Instead, came up just a little short. Go with the read option, and Murray was extremely slow off that handoff. We might need to limit the amount that he's running today if that's what we're going to get. So on 3rd and 15. Have a slant route here from McBride. Have a couple different options to the outside. And I threw that to the wrong receiver. Well, McBride will get the catch and get us up to the 40, or about the 40, or we're going to have to punt. And Baltimore with the lead will get back out on offense starting at the 21. Will be a play action here. Lamar going to end up scrambling, and he will be brought down by Tim Settle, gain of 2. And on 2nd and 8, they'll stay out shotgun. 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Send Baker on a little bit of a corner blitz right off the edge and smacks Lamar, but he throws it out. They were trying to set up the screen to that side where we blitzed from, and if they were able to have a little bit more time, could have had wide open spaces, but instead 3rd and 8. Will be a pass play. Lamar to the outside, has the running back wide open. The big hit does not prevent the first down. Ends up getting it by about half a yard. So we'll come out here, some more defense as they send their tight end in motion. They will go with a play act. No, it's a read option, and we're dancing around everybody. Lamar Jackson still running, and we'll get the first down up to the 42. I was for sure thinking we were going to be bringing him down in the backfield, but instead, no. The first down gained, another read option. Can you guys contain Lamar? Just leave the running back, go to Lamar. One thing I never quite understood why NCAA 14 had it, but Madden never has really, where you could go in and set kind of how your defense or offense should handle different things. Like read option, I want them to go after Lamar first. Granted, it might be in this game, and I just haven't seen it. But 3rd and 1. Dobbins looking like he's a little short on breath. Will be another read option, and what happened there? Reynolds was in the backfield. Dead eye center on Lamar, and I had him dive, and he dove away from Lamar. So that's fun. That's fun. So with that fresh set of downs, Baltimore now in plus territory. They'll go with another read option. There's Gardick in the backfield. We'll finally get a positive play on that read option. Loss of 4. And that'll actually bring us to the end of the first quarter. This game 7-0, and Baltimore definitely playing better of the 2. Granted, we just had 1 offensive drive. 2nd drive here for our defense. And can we scrunch down this line a little bit? No? Okay. We're going to have a couple different options here. And there is Simmons, quarterback spy. Will bring down Lamar for maybe a loss of about 3. So that'll force a 3rd and long here for the Ravens. Make a couple changes here to our defense. Make sure we're playing deep. And they do go deep. And that one knocked away by Nick Hale. Will end up forcing the punt. And we're already here, so let's watch it. Collins back to return. Stout with the punt. To about the 10. We got one blocker in front who really doesn't do a very good job. Try to get Collins speed to help us get some separation, and we'll get up to the 17 despite running about 50 yards. So on 1st and 10, let's come out spread here. Try to give us as much space as we can in certain different areas, and there, just kidding, not a great catch. It was close coverage, but you expect McBride to get that catch. He has solid hands, but you wouldn't have guessed it there. Pass underneath, couldn't get there in time. And once again, this offense faced with a 3rd and long. We're staying behind the chains way too often. Attack that ball, not you. Humphrey, I was talking about Terrence Marshall, pick 6. And it's looking rough here for this Cardinals team. I don't know what happened to this team prior to, I guess, week 3. I don't know. They're just playing completely different. Pass underneath caught Rondale Moore. He's been solid when we've been able to find him. Only the 2nd completion of the day for Kyler. On 2nd and 4, same formation. We'll end up bringing a guy across, and let's try to get Hubbard to the outside, and there was a lane slightly inside. Still get us the first down. And on that fresh set of downs, come out shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And we're going to run that jet sweep to that left-hand side, try to get to the edge. Good block there from both Brown and Young to help set the edge. We'll get a first down with that rush from Rondale Moore. And we'll stay out same formation, just flip sides, and Callahan checks in for Moore after that jet sweep. And let's go to him. Actually, we might have had Brown breaking open just as I hit the button to throw, but Callaway still gets the job done, gets us the first down. And actually, let's switch this play. If we're going to run a receiver screen, I want it to be to Hollywood Brown. And unfortunately, McBride not able to get over there and get the block in time. Was close, but not quite close enough. That'll bring up a 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. Come out heavy. Set here. 3 tight ends. Have a wide open McBride and a miss from Kyler. And on 3rd and 12, they're going to bring a bit of a blitz to this left-hand side. So let's try to beat that with a quick toss. Hollywood Brown gets the job done. Accurate pass that time from Kyler. We'll run into hurry up. Go back to the receiver screen because we should have an easy completion, but not good enough blocking. Callahan tried to get around the edge. Will be another loss of 2. So on 2nd and 12, let's go back to what we know. Some read option here. Or not read option, RPO, I should say. And we'll toss this one to the outside. We have N'Keal Harry out there to block and probably should have stuck to the inside. Will still be a gain of 7. On 3rd and 5, really needing a touchdown here on this drive. Already down 14 points. Don't want to see that continue. And the D-line just destroyed our offense. Phillips will get the sack. 4th and 14. Have to take the field goal. Sanders back to kick for the Cardinals. Be a snap back, hold good. Kick is up, and that will squeak on through. Will be our first points of the day. We're still down 11. And with just under 3 minutes left on the clock before half, really look for our defense to make some plays here as they're continuing to go with that read option. Buda Baker with a hit. Lamar will hold on to it. Gain of 5. And on 2nd and 5, they'll come out shotgun. 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Quick pass complete. Andrews first down. What can you even expect a defense to do on that? That play probably lasted a total of 0.2 seconds as we hit the 2-minute warning. Ravens will come out shotgun set. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They've ran a lot of read option, but you expect them to throw a little bit more at this situation. Or a scramble. J.P. Richardson there will contain Lamar. We need to see him make plays like that. They'll count it as a sack. It's not really a sack, but we'll take it. We'll at least force a 2nd and 12. About a minute and a half left before halftime. Just try to sit underneath some of these coverages. Mark is going to scramble. There's the big hit. The ball comes out that time. Picked up by Collins, forced by Simmons. And we have a shot to narrow this deficit before half. Lamar Jackson has ran a lot today. You knew a fumble was coming. Just had to be one good hit. So this is our time to at least draw the game to within 4. We'll go with the play action here. And have a couple different options. We'll throw it late. Almost caught. Good swat there from 33. If we threw that earlier, might have had a better chance at bringing that in for a reception. But instead, we waited, let it develop, and didn't work. But Hubbard will get us 5 actually here on 2nd down. And on 3rd and 5, they'll bring down the safety. We'll see what they end up doing with him. Do they send him on a blitz? Or do they not? We'll try to get Young to the outside, and N'Keal Harry did not set a very good screen out there. 4th and 7. I think we go for it. This was not necessarily a gifted possession, but not one that we should have had. It took us forcing a fumble to have the opportunity. Hard count doesn't get anyone to jump, and we're going to have to wait for something to develop. How about a receiver breaking open late? Marshall will get the first down inside the 15 to the 13. That leaves 37 seconds left on the clock. We'll try to send McBride toward the back pylon, although it looks like they're covering that pretty well. Try to let something develop. How about we go underneath, get what we can with Young, and we'll just let that roll. Gain of 4. Try to set up maybe the receiver screen over here. See if the corner ends up coming in, and indeed he does. But can Marshall get out there? No. Maybe if Hollywood Brown was out there, that could have been 6, but Marshall not as quick. So on 3rd and 3, we're going to bring in the, I want to say rookie receiver. Yeah, definitely rookie receiver Collins. He's going to take the jet sweep. He's got a lot of speed, a lot of acceleration. Try to utilize it here, and that will be 6. We'll draw this game closer. And honestly, if we go for it, go for 2, we could make it a field goal game. And why not? Let's be aggressive here today. We need to fix some problems that this team has been having. The only way we're going to do that is by winning. We'll just roll out here. Kyler Murray will step into the end zone, and we'll draw this back to a field goal game. 8 seconds left before half. And we've definitely had an up and down first half, although it's not over yet. You don't know what could happen in these last 8 seconds. But we found our way to get ourselves mostly back into this game, still down 14-11, as they will run it and send us on into halftime. We need to see some improvements made on both sides of the ball. as we go through halftime, some halftime adjustments. But we'll see what the other scores are looking like around the league first. So as we see the first game pop up here, the Rams and the Bengals. Rams obviously beating us last week, are currently down 21-10 against a 3-1. And now looking down south, we got Jacksonville and the Buccaneers, Battle of Florida. Jaguars are up. They're 0-4 on the season, but 14-3 against the 3-1 Bucks. And for the last update, Browns and Colts. Not necessarily an important one for us, but close game, 14-10. Colts undefeated so far this year, but are currently down to the 1-3 Browns. But as we get back to these both 3-1 teams, look to see what improvements or changes the offense made during half, as they will be starting off with the ball. Collins will start us up at the 26. We'll come out under center, bunch to the right-hand side. Let's go with a little bit of some play action rollout. And a fumble, first play, and the offensive linemen both miss it. That was Pugh and Christian Sr. And the Rams, not the Rams, wow. And the Ravens will take over at the 11. Well, we've known it's a problem, Kyler Murray and his turnovers. And hopefully it won't cost us the game today. And I really hate it there that I'm controlling Gardick and I'm telling him to run the whole time and the game makes him stop. Like, if I'm controlling a player, let me control the player. You know what I mean? 2nd and 8. Strong pistol formation here. We'll go with some more read option. And there's another big hit and a possible fumble. Finally, one of our guys picks it up. That's Reynolds, the rookie, trying to head down. Simmons does a nice job of clearing any other defender. Well, offensive guy turned defender. And if the fumble stands, Reynolds has given us the lead. And no booth review, so that is good. We have taken the lead. The extra point will put us up by 4. And it does, 18-14. Well, it's taken some defensive miracles, I guess you could say, to help us retake that lead. Both of our scoring opportunities have come off of fumbles forced on Lamar Jackson. That is something that Madden really struggles with rushing quarterbacks, keeping them from fumbling every 5 carries. So we'll take it when it works for us, but hate it when it's against us. Catch here for Rashad Bateman, gain of 7 to bring up 3rd and 3. That was his second catch, 23 yards on the night. As they'll come out with a bunch to the left-hand side. We're in the double A gap. We'll drop out to cover. Try to sit underneath some of these. Lamar Jackson going to scramble. He will have the first down and a bit more. Finally learning to slide, although still takes a little bit of a hit. And they'll come out with a full house pistol look. 2 of their tight end, or actually a tight end and a fullback. I always forget that they have a fullback. As it will be another read option. Budda Baker will bring down Jackson after a gain of 1. Jackson is about 2 yards shy of 50 rushing yards on the day. It looks like he's going to make a slight audible there. Send Budda Baker off the edge, and again, just a step too late. But that is exactly why we moved Budda Baker down to that slot. He could rush the passer, he could stop the run, he can cover, he could really do just about anything you could ask for. Pass complete. Duvernay shy of the first down. And you would expect them to punt. And indeed they do. We'll start back at the 19 after the punt went out of bounds. Go back to some more RPO, and we'll hand this one off. Hubbard down the middle, tried to get by 14, but a solid tackle as well as a flag down. And that one's going to hurt. Bulaga with the hold will back us up. Bring up a 1st and 17. As we'll come out, same formation. A couple guys going on some deeper routes, a couple guys underneath, and a great sack there, 99 by Owe. No way we were blocking Owe on that one. He got back there quick to force a 2nd and 23. And we're really just going to need to get this one out quick. Try to utilize a block, but nothing there from Harry. So on 3rd and 4, and they line up man-to-man out there. Just get what we can get on this play and end up punting this one away. Kyler Murray going to try to scramble, get to the outside. Not much. Will turn up and actually get a little bit. At least give our punter a little bit of room. And following a pretty good return by QT, The Ravens will start at the 47 already, basically at midfield bunch. To the left-hand side, we've seen them run that formation quite a bit, and they will get this to Rashad Bateman. Simmons just a step too late to get out there. And with that fresh set of downs, they'll come out heavy formation, 3 tight ends. So we'll bring out the 52 defense, and now they'll spread wide. Not exactly what we would like to line up in here, but we'll do what we can. Not trying to waste any timeouts earlier in this game. Lamar Jackson going to scramble. Will take the hit, but will be a first down. Reynolds didn't get him down in time. Half the time, I'm not sure if they're actually quarterback draws or if Lamar Jackson is just choosing to rush majority of the time. Gardick off the edge will at least lay a hit on Lamar, but Andrews breaks the tackle down inside the 15, finally brought down at the 12. Jackson is 9 of 12 on the day for 120 in the passing game. And the rushing yards probably close to around 60, I would say, as he's going to try to get more here. And luckily, Simmons shed the block and will get the stop. Otherwise, that was easily going to be 6. On 2nd and 4, they'll come out pistol weak formation. We come out in the 52, trying to load up against this rush. And the diving way past players is so annoying. But at least Buda Baker's there to get the stop. So on 3rd and 5, they'll come back out in that bunch formation in shotgun. We're going to send a bit of a blitz, or not actually, end of the 3rd quarter. Head into the 4th, a close game, 18-14. We somehow have managed to crawl our way back in and get the lead. So on 3rd and 4, we'll stick with some blitzes. Just going to be a different blitz than what we originally had dialed up. Send Buda Baker clean off the edge. Won't get there, but Mark Andrews does get the catch. But we'll bring him down, bringing up a 4th and 4. Do they go for it? And the offense does stay on the field. So 4th and 4. We're going to send a safety blitz here with Nick Hale. He will get off the edge. Actually ends up being picked up, and an overthrown pass will be a turnover on downs. Lamar Jackson missed his receiver in the end zone. And with us backed up to the 5, let's bring out our heavy set. Our 2 tight ends in the backfield as well as Null. He'll get the handoff, and there's some open running room. That'll be enough for the first down and a bit more. Gain of about 16-17. Even though he's a big guy, Null can move. We'll hit the play action rollout here. Going to send Johnson on a bit of a wheel. And we have a receiver breaking across the middle. That's going to be Brown. Caught, first down up to the 39. Going to try to run some clock on this drive while still moving the ball downfield and probably passing a good bit as well. But Null down the middle, power forward, gain of 3. And on 2nd and 7, Moore is over to that right-hand side. And we will go ahead and apparently not hand this one off like I meant to, but Kyler Murray instead treated as a read option. First down to the 42, crossing midfield. That definitely selected for him to hand the ball off, but probably a good thing he didn't. Collins still in at the slot. He'll be sent in motion, and he'll get the handoff once again, or the quick toss, quick pitch. Try to utilize that speed close to another first down, and he got it. And with that fresh set of downs, now under 5 minutes left on the clock, how about a little read option of our own? And looks like they're kind of ready for it, but the safety misses. Kyler Murray in open field headed towards the pylon and out at the 1. So close to a touchdown run there for Kyler. We'll come out 1st and goal with the goal line formation. Be a handoff down the middle for Null, and that should be an easy walk-in. Had to juke his own offensive line. Actually, I think it might have been Juwan Johnson, the tight end, playing fullback. But we are in, making this an 11-point game with that PAT. And after a good stuff by our return specialist team, or not return, but non-return kickoff team, kickoff team. Ravens start back at the 20. We'll now get up to about the 27 with that catch from Duvernay. And they don't have to get away from Lamar Jackson running yet. They're only down 11, so they could potentially still get some big chunks. And a flag comes down here. That might be a big chunk in the other direction. And indeed it is on Duvernay. That will negate first down there, bring it up 2nd and 8. They have a 2 running back set, including their fullback. Will be a pass. Have a couple guys underneath, but that is a wide open Rashad Bateman for the first down. And he also lands out of bounds. That stops the clock at 4:05 left in this game. Double A gap blitz here for the Cardinals. Had a free rusher, but a great block pickup by the running back. It will end up being a gain of 3. So not a big splashy play, but running back definitely saves Lamar there. Bring up a 2nd and 7. Be a pass here. A couple guys underneath. They'll go with a trailing guy, Duvernay. Probably been their number 1 target, I would say. Only 17 pass attempts. Might have actually been more. I don't know if they count the scramble plays there. Probably not. So still though, quite a lot of rushing for Jackson. Probably actually pretty even. And on 2nd and 8, we were gonna send the blitz, but on an empty set, we'll just send the 4. Sit a couple guys underneath. They will go with 15 across on the drag route. Big hit there from Oliver, but a 1st down for QT. As we're getting very close to the 2-minute warning. See if they get the ball off beforehand. And they do. About 2 seconds to spare. Lamar Jackson rolling out will will be missed by J.P. Richardson, but in doing so, runs right on into Gardick. So 2 minutes left, and the Ravens are needing 2 scores. They could get a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. That would work out for them. Pass complete, Duvernay across the middle, tackled by Budda Baker. They will run a little bit of hurry-up offense. Looks like we're not very well situated for it. Have a couple different guys open, and Isaiah Simmons dropped the INT. We somehow went through his hands, almost caught for the 1st down by Bateman, but then he drops it. And now Tucker out for the field goal. Kick is wide left. You don't expect Tucker to miss most of those, but he missed this one. And that just leaves 1:31 seconds left on the clock. Baltimore still has all 3 timeouts, so we will need to make sure they utilize those as Hubbard. Wide open spaces down the middle, 1st down. And now with 1:26 left on the clock, try to set up this receiver screen again, get downfield. Good block on the outside, and Callahan almost got the edge. Queen will bring him down for the 1st down, though. However, it does stop the clock without having to use a timeout because we were dragged down out of bounds. Draw play here for Young. Scoot forward, get about a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Actually, apparently just 3, as Harrison down on the field for the Ravens. Unfortunate to have injuries late in games. We're going to try to set up the screen pass here to Young. Have a couple guys out in front. Blocker chops out the defender. Young trying to make some moves. We'll get down to about the 9. Timeout called, might have been their last. And indeed it was their last. Huntley comes in here for quarterback. We're going to run a little bit of some read option. Trying to keep Kyler out because he doesn't need to be taking any hits. And we're just going to have some fun with the last few plays. As we pretty much will let the clock tick all the way down. Going to switch sides of the field here. Going to run it to that weak side again. And there is no lead block whatsoever, but Tyler Huntley will still manage something. But we'll let maybe one more play happen here. Run out the clock here, hand this one off down the middle. Nall will get forward for a little bit, give him a little extra XP. But we've managed to come back in this Baltimore game where we looked really bad the first quarter and a half, but we fixed some things. We're able to contain Lamar for most of that second half, keep him to just passing, and they passed pretty well. Only, I think, 3 or 4 incompletions. But those few turnovers we were able to force were the big cause of us coming back in this game and getting the victory. 2 of our touchdowns came off of drives from turnovers. And that was a close game, but we're able to find our way to get back into it. Scrappy wins are wins. We just need to find a way to be more consistent. And luckily we have a bye week to kind of situate that, but it's a really early bye week. So I imagine with this team who already has had stamina issues in the past, we might see some of that crop up late as the season goes on. But the next episode will be against the Steelers. So make sure you stick around. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button down below. And while you're down there, tick that bell notification button so that way you are notified of when this series is posted and when all my videos are posted. This Cardinals traditional franchise posted every Monday and Thursday. If you're interested in more of a sim type, challenge-esque, make sure you check out my state-only challenge, currently doing Florida. We have to win a Super Bowl within 5 years of a team strictly built of players who played at a university in Florida. So it's a fun challenge. That one posted every Wednesday and Saturday. So make sure you don't miss out on any of the 4 videos coming to you a week. We passed 100 subscribers last week, so that is awesome. On our road to 250, I feel like that's the next big milestone. So thank you guys for joining. Hope you're enjoying, and we'll continue to enjoy as future series come along. And there's definitely some things I have up my sleeve for after this series wraps up. So make sure you stay tuned and follow over on Twitter, and I even post highlights over on TikTok, so you guys can check those out. Link always down in the description below. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.